Hi everyone, it's been a long time since I've done a video. I just want to let everybody know that I am not out and done, that I'm still plugging along. It's just that there has been a lot of changes in my life, and it was a crazy time. Crazy time. You know, my mom passed away, then my mother-in-law passed away a month after that. I was in North Carolina living. I had to come back down here. I came back down here in March. My lease was up, so I came back down here, I think, beginning of March. And he had to be put on hospice. You know, I was getting different stories up there. When I came down here, I was under a different impression, and believe me, it was all the opposite of what everybody was saying. So let's say I had to clean house, literally and figuratively. And yeah. So I got him hospice. He caused a lot of problems that were already started before all this happened, that just everything just kind of caught up. Just like he finally admitted after he had a stroke, he had to, because everything was coming out that he did have an affair and that he did all of this. But before, he would deny it, you know, and it's like, I know you are. That's why I was leaving. You know, we were going to get divorced. He's going to work till he's 62, he said, but he wasn't doing his part at all. He was actually doing a lot of harmful things to his family that we didn't know, and to himself. But that's for another time. He is where he needs to be, where he should be, because he was a train wreck. So once he passed away, we had to go and clean up things and do things. In the meantime, I think I've had the flu twice in there. I had a cold. This is actually the second cold. My granddaughter is in preschool, so that's why we end up with all this sickness. I'm like, these people are killing me. Because I'm never that sick, never. And I've had my flu shots, my corona shot. I mean, I've had every shot they say give, I get. But, so my knees, I had some knee problems because of going up and down the stairs, and put me out for commission for 6 weeks or more. Yeah, I was doing the bare minimum, you know, because I even in the beginning had to use a wheelchair, and it was bad. It was just that I had really twist and strain my knees, you know. And by compensating one, actually the one that I compensated was the worst one, was the worst part of it all. Because when that went, this was starting to get better, my right, and then my left went, and it was like, so I'm actually walking around without pain. I haven't used the heating pad in weeks, and no ibuprofen, no Tylenol, no Aleve in months. I mean, probably a month, probably 6 to 8 weeks, a couple months maybe. So I know that I'm on high blood pressure medicine and cholesterol medicine. My cholesterol is not that high, and my good cholesterol is good. So they're thinking it might be, you know, just runs in your family. I'm supposed to go do my blood work the end of September, beginning October. So I'm just gonna wait till the beginning of October, because I started this new diet through our healthcare plan called Virta. I don't know, you can look it up online on YouTube. There's some things about it. And it's really helped me, because I've been on it going on 3 weeks now, and lost already 11 pounds, which you lose a lot, any diet, a lot in the beginning. So I'm happy if I lose a pound or two a week. You know, I know it's going to start slowing down. And the bigger you are, the more you lose the first week. You know, I've been through many diets. This is a keto diet. It's the total opposite of everything I've been doing all my life. I was a little sketchy about it, but I thought I'd try it. It's through the healthcare. I get the scale, I get the glucose monitor, the ketone monitor. They send you magnesium because your body goes in ketosis. It strips of everything, even the bouillon broth. You know, I'm sure you have to buy that stuff after your supply's gone. They do the sticks and all of that for your ketones and glucose they supply. They gave me a scale, a kitchen scale and a bathroom scale, because it's all Bluetooth and hooked up to them, to their so they know when you do your glucose, your ketones, and your weight. I do it every morning. It's automatically, you know, and you have a coach, and there is a doctor involved. And you have an interview with the doctor first, and then they see if you're recommended everything, and I was allowed to do it. They used to not do pre-diabetic people, only diabetic people. And but they started seeing more and more people being pre-diabetic, so I wait till they become diabetic, so I fit the guidelines. I do feel a lot better. I know my sugar has gone down because, well, I take it and I know, but I didn't take it before when I know it was high, but I know it must have been high because not diabetic high, dangerous high. Yeah, I'm talking like 150, 140 or something like that. And because I could tell by the way I would feel if I didn't eat. You know, it's like I had to make sure I ate something in the morning. The more that I exerted myself, the more I had to make sure I eat, or I start getting shaky and all that. With this diet being high fat, protein, and carbs, the fat is keeping me full, and it's keeping my body full of energy, because now it's going to start burning my fat. Well, you all know how it works. I mean, I don't know why I'm sitting here explaining it. Yes, but so I'm in the process of doing all that. My pool went to kapooey, turned into a frog pond, but we got that fixed because it was happened in the middle of him in hospice and all that. It was just too much, so that just had to go. So then we got that fixed. A friend of ours fixed it for us, and I've been bartering with the stuff of my husband's stuff to get things fixed. So that's been working out well. And plus it gets rid of a lot of stuff, because we've gotten rid of so much stuff. There's so much room around here. This house is going to be so cute when I can get everything out of here, because there was so much junk you didn't really appreciate. We've been spending a lot of time out back here, you know. We weren't allowed to because he had all his junk here. He was never home, but we had to live with his junk. I'm not getting into that, but anyway. So what my next plan is, I'm planning on putting the house up for sale at the beginning of the year. I have from now until the beginning of the year to get, there's only a few more things that need to be packed. My shed back here, let's see, where is it? That one back there. I got the clothes, I don't know. Yeah, I do. I love my little shed, but I will get another one when I move and buy a piece of property. I would definitely have another one that has electricity in it, and I run an air conditioner on low all year round, except in when the winter I'll go and turn it off if we have a cold winter. So everything in there is nice and cool. I go in there, it's nice and cool in there. I got a curtain actually over the door so that hot air can't go in there. And I got some things in there. All that stuff's got to be packed away. So I think I'm going to end up getting a storage down here. I don't have much stuff here, but I want a little storage unit. I can fit my stuff. And my daughter is going to buy a house because she's going to stay. She loves her job. She's already gotten a raise. She's on her last class. She graduates in December. Takes her bar, I think, in November. And then she should be done by the first of the year, which will give her more money, and she can get a house loan. She's already been in contact with the real estate company, and they're kind of first-time buyer, kind of helping her along, you know, telling her what she qualifies for. And what she qualifies for right now, it's nothing in her what she'd want to live in, you know, and which is sad. It's like $160,000, but you're going to get nothing. You're going to get a fixer-upper with no windows and stuff for that in Florida. So plus, I'm going to help her a little bit when I sell the house, too. So that will help, too. Get her started, get her moved, get a pod. I said, well, get a little tiny pod, put your stuff in it. They move it to your new house, you take it out, we're done. Because all this lifting and lugging and tugging, I'm over it. I really am over it. I just, you know, it's just too much. So it seems like that's all I've done in the last year and a half is pack, unpack, put over here, pack up, you know, and it's crazy. But anyway, I'm down to the last part of it. I'm at the very end of my journey to happiness, because I'm going to buy a nice something, a nice van for camping. I want one that's already has, you know, the kitchen and everything in it. And then I can redesign it and go from there, because for me to take a bare bones van and try to time, money, and I don't have the energy I used to have. I know probably once I actually have more energy than I did a couple months ago eating the way I did, but I'm still physically and mentally drained that I just can't seem, you know, I wake up feeling good in the morning and I'm good till about 12, 1 o'clock, and then it's like I take a nap, I get up, have a snack or eat dinner, and then by 6:30, 7 o'clock I'm in bed, which is really nothing unusual for me because I am a go to bed with the chickens and wake with the chickens. I've been like that all my life. It's just who I am, and but you got to understand too, I'm up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I guess it does, you know, when I say it like that, it kind of makes more sense to me. Oh well, anyway, I guess that's normal for my schedule. But anyway, I can do me, right? I do me, you do you. That's what makes us all happy and different. But I plan on going out west. I'm going to travel for at least a year. At least a year I want to travel. I want to do the whole west side of the United States over there and figure it out from there. Whether I buy something there or I decide to keep continually traveling or come back to the east side to Virginia or something and buy something there. I don't know. That part I'm not even going to think any further. Right now my goal is to get the house sold. I still have my van. I'm going to take my van out, have my brother come fly him down. He can drive my car back to his house, and he can use my car because he has a truck, so they can use the car if they wanted, and leave it there. And I'm going to travel for about a year. And just, I'm taking you all along with me. I love doing my videos. I miss doing videos. I'm really excited. I'm really getting excited about what's to come for me because I feel like I'm digging myself out of a hole because it was dark there for a while. I mean, it was very dark. I didn't see, you know, when you're going through it, you see it different than people looking on the outside of it. And, you know, and it's hard to express it, you know, especially if you're somebody that's not going to listen, you know, or whatever. You know, sometimes people are asking for help, but they ain't actually saying, I want help. And then it just leads to one thing or another. But, yeah, so I'm going to pack up my van, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go travel for a while, and that's pretty much what's going on right now. Believe me, there's a lot in between all that. I've been sick a few times. I had knee issues. What else? The pool situation, the dryer. I have a gas dryer. The belt broke. You can't, my husband knew people that would come and do it, but I've been calling all over to get someone from the, nobody wants to do it. You have to be certified or some shit. I don't know. And there's no 120 or 220 plug for electric dryer. So we do this, and then I found these little portable dryers from, I guess they're like apartment size. You probably could even have it in an RV, you know, if you were to be in a campground, because it's only about this wide. You know, it's only about this wide, and it just looks like a regular dryer. It's about that long, maybe. You know, I got it sitting up on the table there, and you know, for little things. You know, you're not going to dry a load of towels. You might dry one towel. That's why we dry them out here and then put them in the dryer, because you'll dry it forever. 2-3 hours to dry a towel, and that's ridiculous. But like if you do your underwears and things like that, you can put them in there and they'll dry right away. Your t-shirts, you hang them up, let them air dry, throw them in there. So that's kind of what we've been doing, because I'm not wasting any more time and energy on that. So, you know, it's just little things. I don't think anything major. My brother came down and fixed some of the ceiling where, before we got the roof from all the hurricanes. So it would, before the roof was fixed, it would only leak if we had a bad rain and the wind, because I guess it was pushing it under those. That's the only time we would have a leakage, by the fireplace, in my office, and in the bedroom. And once they fixed the roof, we've had some major windstorms and rain and stuff, and nothing. So it's safe to fix it all, because that's what the problem was, which I knew that's what the problem was. You know, years of it being blown and lifted, you know, it just does. Because this roof, we put a new roof on when we first moved here. And that was in 94. No, yeah, 94. 95 maybe. Can't remember, somewhere around there. So it was due through all those, and we've had some major hurricanes. And we have another one coming to us on Thursday. Say it's going to be a class 2, which is windy and bad, but it's not. I'd rather have a 2 than a 3. And hope they slow down more when they, so maybe by the time it gets here, it'll be a 1. Usually that's what happens once, because it's coming from the west to the east. When we get hit from the east, we get the brunt first, because it slows down. You get them from the west, they get it first, and then it starts to slow down. So I'm glad it's coming from the west. I feel bad for the people over there, but I'm like, please God, no hurricanes. I don't want any damage to anything, you know, nothing. No trees. You know, there's some trees that do need to be trimmed, you know, but I have to be careful with my money, so I'm not doing anything extra. I'm probably going to sell the house to somebody like Open Door or something, but I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to give you a rundown of what's going on. I'm doing great. I hope everybody else is doing great. I've been wanting to do a video for weeks now, because you know, you all are still following me, and I want to let you know what's going on. And I'm fine. I'm going to be making a lot more videos and be taking you on the road with me. It's going to be so exciting. I can't wait to do all that free camping, and I hope to meet people that are solo too, so travel together, because you travel better in numbers. And but if not, I'll do it on my own. And I'm sure there'll be time when I am traveling with people, I want to be on my own. You know, that's the nomad life, which I am very excited. I love doing that. I loved it when I was out before. I loved it, loved it, loved it. So with that being said, I will be keeping in touch. I will try to do a video a week to kind of give you an update on what's going on or what's happened that week, you know. But I'm gonna, at the end of this video, I'm going to put the before and after pictures of the pool. It's like night and day, night and day. All right, you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
It's a horror show.
Yeah, they could very well come in and
Alright, so what are they gonna do?